Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to M2 Paradise's Cars and Collectibles. So today we have a really awesome video. I'm super excited about this, and when I saw that certain cars were coming out, I was super excited to be able to get some. I was hoping to get some damaged ones so I didn't feel bad about opening them up, but we actually do have some awesome cars in this video. Before I get started, I will say I do have a merch store. There's going to be a link in the description down below. A lot of Hot Wheels, including a lot of the ones I'm opening, I actually have on my merch store, but brand new, still in the card. I had a bunch of duplicates, so I put all the duplicates on my website. I do case unboxings, and a lot of those also end up on there. There is a bunch of cars from 2024 already on there, so definitely go check it out. A bunch of main lines. I also have Hot Wheel RLC, Premium, and Monster Trucks. So definitely go check it out. Link in the description down below. And I am actually doing a current giveaway. So it's actually for a Lego Nissan Skyline GTR from the Fast and the Furious, and it has a little minifigure of Paul Walker. So definitely go check it out. Link in the description down below. But we're going to go ahead and get started. And I do have this little matchbox Porsche 918. I have a Hot Wheels 8-pack I'm going to be busting open here in a second with a really cool Porsche sitting right in here. But some of the crazy cars that I'm going to open up in this video include 4 of the cars from the special new Porsche set that's out, which these things are crazy. They're going wild right now. I also have a Fast and the Furious Ford GT40, as well as this Datsun Wagon from this new Hot Wagons set, which that's really cool. Also have a couple Forza cars and then a classic car as well. But before we get started with all of those, we're going to go ahead and bust open this 8-pack, which this 8-pack has some pretty awesome cars in it. And I typically don't really get 8-packs or pay too much attention to them, but occasionally I do notice something, and this one has some awesome cars. So I'll go ahead and start off with the exclusive car for the 8-pack, and it is a Volkswagen Golf Mk7, which I actually think that looks really cool, finished there in red. And I actually know some people who have like red Golfs. And then the roof is kind of interesting. It's like matte black with a little matte gray square. So that's kind of interesting. And then next up we have, it's just a generic car, Speed Spider. So that's kind of cool. Obviously you're not going to get a ton of like really cool cars in like some of these, but you do get some decent ones from time to time. And then we have a 1984 Pontiac Firebird, finished there in white. We did see that in blue with the main line. We have the limited grip with the Black Widow themed, which looks really cool. Pickup truck has a twin turbo setup right there with an exposed engine bay. The Dodge Viper RT10, which is the like first gen, which looks pretty crazy. And then we have a 2016 Honda Civic Type R, and finished in a really beautiful green. I really like the way that looks. The detail on the front end looks amazing as well. It says, it says Type R on there twice in 2 different spots with the Honda logo, but you can kind of see it on there. It looks pretty cool, and then the back end looks really cool and detailed as well. And then we have a Subaru WRX STI, finished in a nice kind of metallic with a really cool stripe down the side. And then the main car for this that I really wanted, and I kind of mainly got this for, is this beautiful 1971 Porsche 911, which looks absolutely insane. It's finished there in a gloss black with gold stripes, and then obviously the number 71 there on the side. Has a couple other little decals right there, which look pretty cool. The gold ring around the rims looks amazing. Obviously, same thing on both sides, but this is such a nice Porsche, and I knew that, once I saw this, I'm like, okay, I know I have to have this pack, and I couldn't find any other ones that had this, so, and I just realized that the whole door itself is actually a matte finish, so that's interesting, whereas the rest of the car is gloss. So we're going to go ahead and set that right there. And next we're going to go ahead and bust open this Matchbox Porsche 918, which I just happened to find, so I just figured I'd go ahead and include it in this video. And it has a little tissue paper here, which is pretty cool. And boom, there we go. It's finished in a beautiful yellow. And you got the engine and everything back there. And even says Porsche 918 Spider on the rear bumper. Has the detailed headlights. So Matchbox actually did a really good job with that. Just kind of shift everything down so still in the frame here. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and get started with some awesome cars. These ones are 3 of the 5 from like the holiday set, and they are pretty awesome, so we're going to go ahead and bust open those. First up, we have the 2008 Mitsubishi Evolution. And these ones, the packages are like heavily damaged, so if a lot of people say like I'm kind of ruining the collector value, these ones are kind of messed up anyway, and that's actually why I bought them. So it's actually finished in a nice kind of matte maroon or kind of a dark red there. Has really awesome detail, and I love those white wheels. And they get the little snowman Hot Wheel logo there, all the decals on the side. You got the snow kind of flinging up behind the tires. That looks absolutely amazing. Next up, we have the Mini Cooper S Challenge, and that looks really cool as well. And with all of the cars I'm opening in this video, they're all pretty much damaged. Including that Porsche set that I have like the 4 I'm going to be opening up, they are all actually like creased or cracked cards, so or blister packs. But this Mini Cooper looks absolutely amazing. Also finished in a matte finish, but it has that beautiful blue interior. Has like that blue kind of accent around the trim. Blue in the grille as well, but also has like that kind of snow flinging up on the side look, which looks really cool, and like the same kind of blue on the wheels. Just set it right there, and then the final one is another Subaru WRX STI, but this time from this set as well. And this one does have a cracked blister, whereas the other two just kind of like heavily damaged cards. And once again, matte finish car. It's a nice blue, and it actually has purple windows, which is kind of cool. And once again, on top of the decals on the side, you have like that snow kind of flinging up look, and also the white wheels. And they all have like the 2023 on the side there, kind of wrapping up last year. And this is a pretty cool set. So this is winter 2023, kind of in the design. This one says Ice Rally, and then that one just has a bunch of other decals. So those are some pretty cool cars from that really awesome winter set. And next up we have another Christmas kind of winter set, and it is a Disney one. It's also 3 out of the 5 cars from the set. But first up we have the Mini Mickey themed, and it is a Super Nat, which these are pretty much generic cars. Nothing too exciting with this one. But I think the decals on the side look pretty cool. You got the Minnie and Mickey there, got some snowflakes. Has the Disney 100 for the 100th anniversary. And I think that's a pretty cool looking car. Almost kind of looks like a Focus ST in a way, with like a kind of weird back, but I think it still looks pretty cool. And then we have a 1967 Austin Mini van, and it is a Monsters Inc. kind of theme, which is really cool. So we're going to go ahead and bust this one open as well. And I really love the orange on that. And it has Mike and Sully there on the side, dressed up for Christmas. Same thing on both sides, but this looks really cool as well. And it does also have like the Disney 100 on the top. And I think that's a really cool car. And it'll be awesome to kind of have like all these on the Hot Wheels 6-lane raceway. If you guys haven't already seen, I do YouTube shorts every single day with Hot Wheel races on my 6-lane raceway. I do a bunch of different races throughout the week, and on Fridays I take all the winners from all the previous days, line them up into like a final race, and then it's actually really cool, really awesome, and I do viewer requests as well. And a lot of, actually, all of these cars will be available for the 6-lane raceway. So every single car you see me open right now, I will be racing at some point. And kind of as this video goes live, I will be having new cars coming out as well for a lot of those YouTube shorts. So definitely subscribe and stay tuned, because you do not want to miss out on those. And especially some of these really awesome cars, and some of the ones from like that Porsche set, or even like the Forza cars, will be available. And also this one right here, which is the Morris Mini, which is the Alvin and the Chipmunks. And we're going to go ahead and bust this open. So I'm super excited to do a lot of races with these cars right here, because these ones like this look so amazing. Especially you got the little chipmunks there on the side. It has green Disney 100 on the roof. It has blue windows. I don't know if you can kind of see that there. And it looks really, really cool. And I'm excited to have a lot of these in some upcoming videos, especially with daily YouTube shorts. But next up, we're going to go ahead and get into some of the brand new cars for 2024. And the way you can kind of recognize them is this top corner is actually white, whereas let me try to find one. So it used to be blue right there, and now it's white. So this is a Ford GT40, and I think this looks really, really cool. I do have a bunch of Ford GT40s already, but none that look like that, with all that black decals on there, and they got the stripes going down. You got the gumball with the 8 on there as well, which looks really, really cool. So obviously that race car theme. Next up, we have a Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7 finished in yellow. We did previously see this finished in orange, and it looked pretty cool, but now we got it in yellow. So yeah, I think that looks really awesome. This is Carrera in the stripe there on the side. Also, just the attention to detail with like the duckbill looks really good, the headlights, and even on the back it says Carrera RS and Porsche. So that's actually some pretty nice detail there. And then we're going to bust open this 1995 Mazda RX7 with the silver and blue Falcon livery. And this looks really awesome. I realized I didn't have Mazda RX7 for my 6-lane raceway, so I wanted to go ahead and get a couple. So I got this one, and it looks absolutely insane. And blue windows there as well, and I think that's a cool car. But not only do I have the silver and blue, I also have the green and blue, the traditional Falcon livery. Also the 1995 Mazda RX-7. So I figured, why not just go ahead and get both and have a couple really awesome cars to be able to race in some upcoming videos. And that looks really cool there with all the decals, all the designs, and it is a very detailed car. I'm excited to feature in some videos. And then next up we have a few cars that are actually kind of special. We have the Aston Martin Vulcan, which you might not think that's too special of a car, but let me go ahead and bust this open and show you why it's so special. So that right there, obviously the Aston Martin Vulcan, it looks pretty cool, and I'm excited to be able to also add this to the 6-lane raceway, but also add it to another display, which I don't know if you've been paying attention right there. Is actually a building blocks. It's from Mega, and it is the Aston Martin Vulcan, and this is the actual like Hot Wheel car that it's modeled after. So I don't know if you guys can kind of see that right there. It's kind of out of frame or out of focus, but yeah. So whenever I did get this, it actually came with a carded version as well, but it came in a short card. So that's what it came with, and then I wanted to get kind of open one up, and I didn't want to open up the short card, so I went ahead and just found one online, super cheap. And here we are busting that open. So that's pretty exciting to be able to have that, to be able to display. But I also have a Bone Shaker and Hot Bird. And I do also have the Mega versions of these. I recently did some videos on like kind of an unboxing and a kind of quick summary of like building it, as well as the Bone Shaker, which this video actually has not gone live yet. So definitely go check that video out when it comes out and subscribe, because this looks awesome. And that is the next car I'm busting open here, is that Bone Shaker. But also I had to find this one online because it did come with one, but the one it actually came with was not the exact kind of design. So luckily Hot Wheels did have that exact design, and that looks pretty cool, matte finish. And then we also have the Hot Bird, which I do have kind of put on a shelf kind of on display, which is the Pontiac Firebird, if you guys didn't know. And it looks really, really cool. It has a nice, beautiful blue finish, gold kind of trim down the bottom, and then the gold Firebird there in the hood with the stripes that go all the way down. So that's a really cool car. But if you guys haven't already seen those videos, go check them out. It's with the like Mega Bloks cars, and they are so cool. But next up, we're going to go in a little old school. We have the Ghostbusters Echo 1. So I really wanted to add some movie cars to my 6-lane raceway, and I did find this online. So it does have like a crease card in multiple spots. The corners are all beat up. It's kind of rough condition. The clear plastic is all scuffed up. And that actually popped right off of there with like hardly any effort at all. So I assume that this was probably going to pop off soon anyway. But look at that. I'm super excited to be able to put this on the 6-lane raceway and race it down the track. And luckily it is kind of a skinnier car, so it will fit nice and easy on the track and have plenty of room. But that is just absolutely amazing. And I do have a bunch of other movie cars that I do have already kind of like on the track. I have some Star Wars cars, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, Scooby-Doo, a bunch of other movie cars. So it's kind of cool to be able to add another one. But also I have the Jetsons kind of little ship car, whatever you want to call it. And this one I just kind of saw it had a also kind of messed up package online. I just figured, why not? I'll just go ahead and get it. Add another cool car to the lineup. But that looks really cool. It is like they're like little ship. However, with Hot Wheels, they did the clear wheels to kind of make it almost look like it was kind of floating from a distance. So that's pretty cool. And it's has like all the seats there inside and everything. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And next up we have the Beatles Yellow Submarine. So once again, I kind of wanted to stick with that kind of movie car, like the Screen Time series. And this is actually sealed on there pretty good. Alrighty. And we have seen this come back many times. This is not the treasure hunt version. This is just the regular version that just recently came out at the end of 2023. That's pretty cool. It has like little propellers on the back. Has little wheels on the bottom. I don't think it's too wide for the 6-lane raceway, and I really hope it'll work out because that looks really cool, and I'm excited to add that to some upcoming Hot Wheel races as well. Next up, we have a Neon Series of Volkswagen Golf Mk7. So we have another one. We got that red one in the beginning of the video, and now we got this one with that really cool neon theme. And I actually did find this in the store. I wasn't going to buy it, and it did have a damaged package. And then I was like, you know what? I don't have any Volkswagen Golfs, or don't really have many of them. And coincidentally, now I'm opening up like two of the same model in the same video. But it has a beautiful matte green finish with like that purple and kind of black kind of stripes and stuff down the side. Got it on the hood as well. That looks really, really cool. Has a big Volkswagen logo there on the door. So I'm going to go ahead and set it aside. And since we're already on the topic of Volkswagen, let me kind of move some stuff out of order here. And now we're going to go ahead and bust open the brand new for 2024, the Volkswagen T2 pickup. And this is a really awesome car. It does have a bent card as well, so that's why I'm opening it up. But that looks absolutely amazing. Also matte finish, the big Volkswagen logo on the door. And you got it right there on the front, which is super iconic. And then even when we spin it around to the back, you can see like the whole engine displayed, kind of exposed, which looks really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and set that right here. I'm going to go and move this other Volkswagen next to it. And we do have a third Volkswagen kind of like in a row. And this is the tuned Volkswagen Golf MK1. And if it does look familiar, this is a treasure hunt. So I really wanted one of these to collect. And I actually did get one with a cracked blister. So it was kind of unfortunate, but then I did find another one later on that is perfect condition. So I will be opening this one right here, right now. And I do want to kind of preserve the back of the card so I can kind of show you guys that if you haven't seen what it looks like when you open up a treasure hunt. So it has the treasure hunt logo, and then the text says, "Congratulations, the symbol means that you just found a collectible treasure hunt vehicle." So that's actually really cool to be able to have that right there on the side or on the back of the card. And then whenever you look at the car itself, it looks really cool. And they typically hide like the treasure hunt logo on it. And you can see right there on the door, it has a giant one, which that's actually not what you see from the package. So when it's in the package, that's how it looks. It has the giant Volkswagen logo. And right there, it has the treasure hunt logo. So this is the side that you'd see in the package. However, when you pull it out and flip it around, they reverse the logos. Has a tiny Volkswagen logo there, and then the giant treasure hunt logo there, which I think that looks really cool. Mark 1 and the obviously tuned version. So that's going to be really cool to have all three of these awesome Volkswagens, actually all four of these awesome Volkswagens on the 6-lane raceway. But let's go ahead and move on. We have a Lamborghini Aventador Mira homage, or however you want to say that, which this is a really cool car. I didn't have like any Aventadors, and a while ago I got a police car one, but wanted like a nice clean sleek one, and I went ahead and bought this. Like I said, damaged package, so I don't feel bad opening it. They did have a super treasure hunt of this, which I actually do have, and looks absolutely amazing. So I'm really excited to be able to put this in some upcoming races as well. So definitely put it down in the comments down below. So far, what are your favorite cars I've done in this video? And also just go ahead and start letting me know, like, maybe different race combos you guys want to see. I do want to do a race with like all like the winter cars, like the 3 from like that one set, and then the 3 Disney Christmas ones kind of together in like a race. That'd be pretty cool. But also maybe like a whole race with movie cars, different race with just Porsches, or even some JDM races with like this Nissan Skyline RS. This is the R30 just came out for 2024 as well, the white corner there. And I actually did find a couple of these in the store, and they were in perfect condition. And I really wanted to open one. And then, actually, yesterday I was at a Walmart, and right in the top of a dump bin was this one with a bent card. So that worked out perfect because I could actually open this up for you guys, show it off. But you can see it has the purple paint. I don't know if you can kind of see it when the light hits it. It almost has like a blue right there on the hood. You can kind of see it, like a blue reflective kind of effect to it. And we did recently see this like same kind of color change effect on the Datsun 510 wagon. So that is a really cool color effect, that kind of pinkish purple that kind of has like that blue kind of reflective in it. So that right there is like one of my favorite cars so far. We also have another awesome JDM car. It's the Liberty Walk silhouette, wide body, Nissan GTR R35. This thing has a huge name on the package, but it is a awesome car, and look how amazing that looks. Has that giant wing. You see the wide body fenders there. I really hope it actually fits on the 6-lane raceway because I just busted that open. The front end looks amazing. The grille is very detailed. Has all the different like vents and stuff in the hood. And I love like all those decals down the side of the Liberty Walk. And this looks really, really cool. So that'll be awesome to race in some videos as well. But next we have the HKS themed. It's a 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor. And obviously HKS has some pretty awesome stuff in real life. And when you see Hot Wheels kind of themed with it, typically it's JDM. So it's kind of interesting to see the Ford truck with that whole theme. It's even up on the hood as well, which looks really, really cool. And that's actually why I'm opening this one, because I thought it just looked awesome. And the tires do kind of have a smooth spot in the middle, so it's not kind of too big off-road tires. And it should, hopefully it'll actually go on the 6-lane raceway pretty well without kind of being too slow, but we will see. And next up is the winner of the Hot Wheel Legends Tour, and it is the Mazda Autoza, and this thing is absolutely crazy. New for 2024 right there. Has the Legends Tour, and then right there is the actual picture of the real one in real life. If you guys don't know, Hot Wheels does the tour. They travel the country, and every location is kind of like a contest, and each location has a winner. They take all the winners together, pick a final winner for the year, and this one right here is the winner for last year, 2023. So then they make the car in a Hot Wheel form. So the owner of this car in real life is pretty lucky because he has his own car in a Hot Wheel form. He can collect something like that and be able to put it on the dash of the real one. But I wanted to open this because it looks absolutely insane. Obviously, look at these tires. Like, compared to like a Hot Wheel truck, look how big these tires are compared to it. Like, this is absolutely insane. I don't think it's too... It might actually be a little too tall for the 6-lane raceway, but we are definitely going to throw it on there and find out. It has the engine shown right there in the kind of little truck bed, and it is a little K truck as well. And it does say Texas 2 on the side with the little Texas kind of logo in the middle. Like I said, those giant tires. So we will see how well this does on the 6-lane raceway. It actually rolls really, really well, so I'm honestly really kind of curious to see what's going to happen with that. So let's kind of put it here in the lineup. Next up, we have the Loopster. They did bring it back in a new color, and that actually popped right off, so it was already kind of like coming off the card. If you guys don't know, the Loopster is like a little roller coaster car, and if you guys do notice in the back, there's a hook, and on the front, there's a little loop, and you can actually hook multiple of them together into a long chain. I'm going to go ahead and pop this one on there as well. So that is the Loopster, and you guys can actually put this on a Hot Wheel track, and it does kind of roll all as one, which looks absolutely insane. So I have like something cool I want to do with some of those in the future, have them all linked up on a big track, so definitely stay tuned for that. And then I did see this. It's not a Hot Wheels, and it's the Adventure Force, kind of like that knockoff brand. Or, I mean, it is the Maisto brand. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but... this car is actually a pretty cool car in real life. It's a concept, and I did see kind of like a picture of one of these a while ago, and it is the Lamborghini Terzo Millennio, and I think that looks absolutely amazing, and it actually looks pretty detailed in this form, so I think they did a pretty good job with it. Now that I have it out of the package, I just realized it might actually be too wide for the 6-lane raceway, but we will definitely find out. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to some of the more kind of collector cars and some of the ones that aren't the like $1 cars. These are like the $2 to $3 cars. Starting off with this Forza. It's the Porsche 911 GT3, which looks really cool. Has that nice kind of picture there, special card. And I'm going to go ahead and bust this open. And I really like some of the Forza cars because they usually take performance cars and then they add like all the decals and stuff on them. Got the Forza logo on the roof. And it is the 996, so it kind of has like the ugly headlights. But overall, I think this car looks really cool. Has a little GT3 on the back, and then the license plate spot actually says Xbox. So that's pretty cool. And it still has right there, I don't know if you can kind of read it, the 75th anniversary logo, because this did come out this year, or I guess in 2023, which was the 75th anniversary. So that's pretty cool that they still added that little touch. Next up, we have the 94 Bugatti EB110 SS, also the Forza car. And I do have the blue Bugatti EB110. However, I don't have it with the really cool Forza stuff on the side. It also has the Forza logo on the hood, as well as a little Bugatti logo there on the tip. But I think it looks awesome with the Xbox and Forza down the side, plus a kind of black stripe that comes up. The rest of it's kind of simple. It does say Xbox on the license plate as well, but other than that, there's nothing really different than like the regular version, but I think that looks absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait to put this in the lineup with all my other Bugattis, because I do have quite a bit, and also some Matchbox Bugatti Divos as well that recently added. So definitely go check out all those other videos. Next up, we have the Ultra Hots. This is the Porsche 935.4, and it does have a really messed up card. I know a lot of people were looking for this car, and luckily, because the card was all damaged, it's all creased, it honestly looks like it was kicked around, like somebody played soccer with it. Luckily, that left it on the shelves in the store, and I was able to find it. But look at that beautiful paint. It almost looks like RLC quality paint. Has a 68 there on the side, has some pretty cool stripes on the hood. It says Porsche on the back, and has that giant wing that sticks up. But I think this car looks absolutely amazing. It also has these massive rear fenders that stick out really far, so that back end is super wide. But I think that is an amazing car. And I'm so glad I was able to find this with that damage package, because, I mean, this would have been long gone if it was in perfect condition. So it actually kind of worked out in my favor, or for our favor, since I can be able to open this up, show you guys, and I'm going to start including it in some upcoming videos. So that'll also be really awesome. But next up, we have the Fast and the Furious Women of Fast set, which is a pretty cool concept right there. So like all 5 cars in the set are all cars that are driven by females in the movie. I really want that Mazda RX-8, but we will see. I did find this one, and it was at a Walmart cracked blister. Kind of same thing with this Porsche. Obviously, it was left there because nobody wanted a damaged version of it. So a lot of people kind of see that as bad luck. I see it as a win, because now I can be able to open this up, show you guys, and that is a beautiful car. And obviously that nice blue white stripes, has the white stripe down the side. This is Ford in it. Has a lot of detail on there. And in the past, I've noticed that a lot of Fast and the Furious cars do really well in the 6-lane raceways. So I don't know if that's different tires they use, or if it's just a coincidence. But we also have that other Ford GT40, which is pretty awesome. So it'd be kind of cool to add this into the lineup as well. And next up is one I really did not want to open, but I don't know if I'm really going to collect like this one as well. It is the Dotson Bluebird Wagon 510, and it is from the Hot Wagons set, and that looks absolutely amazing. And something I noticed with some of these new collectible sets like this one, they are the $3 cars, and typically they were like normal main lines, just with a fancier package, maybe some extra decals. However, in 2024 sets like this one, and with this new Porsche set, a lot of these cars are actually metal on metal. And I'm surprised they don't put that down here at the bottom, but the entire base of this is metal and the entire top. So it kind of breaks my heart. This one's actually in decent condition. There is kind of like a soft corner. It's a little messed up down here, but we're going to go ahead and open it up so I can be able to give you guys some awesome content. and so we can have some new awesome cars on the 6-lane raceway. And that looks absolutely incredible. It has a Japanese text down the side. It says Yokohama on there. It has little stripes on the hood. And this is such a beautiful car. And I love the little mirrors too up on the front fenders. And then the back looks really good. But if you noticed, the rims kind of look like, let's see if I can try to show you guys. They kind of look like Hot Wheel premium rims. However, they have plastic tires. So it's like a new rim design that Hot Wheels made for some of these collectible sets. And then, like I said before, like the whole bottom is metal. You can definitely see it there as a nice matte finish. But this is such a nice car. It is actually super, super heavy. So compared to all the other Hot Wheels, this is really weighty. So I'm really curious to see how it does on the 6-lane raceway, because with all that extra weight, it might actually gain like way more momentum to get down the track a lot faster. So I'm really excited to see how that does against like the other Datsun wagons I have, but also against like a lot of these other cars, because sometimes you have cars that are super light and they're the ones that fly down really fast, but also you can have some of the heavier cars make it down pretty quick. So I'm really curious about those. But next up, we're going to go ahead and open. These are the last 4 cars in this video, and it is that new Porsche set. I am not opening all 6 of them. There's still the Porsche 935 Spider and the 914 I will not be opening in this video, but I do have this 1989 Porsche 944 Turbo, and it's a little heartbreaking opening this, but at the same time, it is a damaged card, so I'm not really too worried about it. It does fit nice and snug in there, and I don't know if you can kind of see, there's like the plastic. So let me kind of pull that plastic out first, and it does, actually, there we go. So I'm so happy that Hot Wheels did this. They put plastic around the car in the blister pack, so that this will kind of help absorb the impact and protect the blister pack from cracking. But that is really, really nice. The bottom, it is plastic, but the whole car feels like very, very heavy. And also those rims are like that new kind of style as well. So they look really nice, really fancy plastic tires. And right there is the logo for Best on Track. So I'd assume that this is a pretty quick car. There's a really cool stripe down the side that says Porsche, stripe down the hood, and then even has the little stethoscope in the back, which I'm kind of curious why they even put that in there. But oh well. So I mean, it's a part of the plastic and the molding. So I guess way back when they first made it, that was a decision. But that looks really cool. Nice rims, and like I said, compared to like the regular version, this is pretty weighty. So I'm kind of curious, especially since this does have a plastic bottom. But I guess some of the other ones I have seen, they do have metal bottoms. So it's kind of interesting how Hot Wheels did that. We do have next up, the Porsche 935. This is the blue one from the set. And also, it's kind of heartbreaking ripping this open, but the card is already damaged, so it's not like I'm destroying a perfect Hot Wheel. And I really did want to be able to show you guys some of these really awesome new collectible cars, but show them in a way where I can actually show you guys all the little details, such as, I don't know if you can really see it, the blue paint actually has a sparkle to it. I can kind of see it in person, but I don't know if it's shown up there on the roof, if you can really see that. But this car is absolutely insane. That massive wing there in the back. It looks really good there on the front. All the decals on the front. It even has louvered fenders there right behind the red stripes. You can kind of see that. And has a really cool 24 on the side. It has KW and Michelin decals. And then the Porsche on the top of the windshield. And the Porsche across the top of the wing. So this is such an awesome car. It does have a plastic bottom, but it does have like those new rims, which look really, really nice. And that blue with the gold rims actually is a really good color combo. So I'm super excited about this one as well. And next up we have the Porsche 718 Cayman GT4, which is the red one. And also bent card, so I'm not really too worried about opening this one. This one does feel very weighty. It does also have that plastic that goes around the car, or like inside of the little blister pack, which is amazing because that does prevent cars from being able to hit and break. But look how amazing that looks. It's beautiful. This wing is actually a separate color and it's a separate piece. So typically a lot of diecast cars with wings, it's all in the same diecast. This one is not a part of that. It's like a completely separate piece that they put in. But the detailed taillights look good. The rims actually look really nice as well. This is a new style. It actually looks like the old school like 964, like the Magnus Walker kind of style of rim with that kind of chrome ring around the edge. Detailed front end with the headlights, and it also has a metal bottom. So you can see that gloss black. So this whole car is very, very heavy as well. Kind of like the Datsun where it has like a ton of weight to it. So I'm really curious to see how that does on the 6-lane raceway as well. But we will definitely see. And the final car for the video, we have the 1971 Porsche 911, the orange car from the set. And you guys can kind of see it in the glare, but there are creases. Like essentially the card was bent this way, it was bent this way. I think there's like another bend up here. It also kind of bent across here. So this is very heavily damaged, so I don't really feel bad. Oh yeah, and then there's also a cracked blister pack in the back as well, which something would have impacted that because the car does not move around in the package because it is kind of molded to the car. So obviously this took some pretty heavy impact damage, and let's just go ahead and open it up here. All right. And this actually kind of has the exact same wheels as the Cayman does, but these ones are colored with more chrome on it, so you guys can kind of see that detail a little bit more. And I love how it has like the stripe on the hood and the trunk, and then the stripe down the side. The detailed headlights with the Porsche logo, and then on the back it even says Porsche going across the back. It even has a little license plate there, and it also has a metal bottom. So this one's actually kind of cool that it's painted as the same color of the car itself, and like that full metal construction. This is also a very, very heavy car, so I'm really curious to see how that does, and especially like with these new wheels, they actually spin really nice. So I'm really curious to see how all these do on the 6-lane raceway. I mean, what an awesome assortment, and actually kind of finished out a nice kind of clean layout here, which is kind of cool. But like I said, there's a lot of awesome cars in this video. I do still have a lot of Hot Wheels like still in the cards, still in great condition on my website. Link in the description down below. You guys can go check it out. And like I said, currently I'm doing a giveaway for a Lego set of the Fast and Furious Nissan Skyline GTR R34 with Paul Walker. But also, let me know down in the comments down below which one of these cars is your guys' favorite. There's a lot of awesome, I mean, we got American cars, Japanese cars, European cars, like collector cars with like the Dotsons, the Porsches, and some other awesome cars in this whole layout. I will be racing all these in some upcoming videos, so definitely stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But if you guys did like this video, definitely hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more videos with racing these, unboxings, and a bunch of other crazy awesome videos. But as always, thank you for watching.